Out here, I'll play our work. Let's go, baby.
Pass is caught by Ramsey Vasquez.
I got my fans in the stands, my team on my back, my family in my heart. I put my city on the map. After all this hard work, I'd be telling you a lie if I said it didn't hurt.
Up the field, and he's hit hard, and he is denied.
There you go, Wildcats. You're going to play Weslaco East, be ready to play hard.
Well, good evening, sports fans, and welcome to Edinburg, Texas, where tonight, K-West brings you 31 6A action. It is the Edinburg Bobcats playing host to your Weslaco East Wildcats. I am Joe Aguilar, joined by Coach Rock. We'll be bringing you all the action for tonight's ball game.
Awesome, Joe. It's great to be here with you again tonight to witness another district game tonight. Second game for the district, for the Wildcats, the first district game for the Bobcats. But I'm going to tell you, again, that each game gets a little bit more important, a little more pivotal. Tonight's, obviously, the winner goes on, continues that battle towards that district title, and the loser drops a little bit. All right, so it's going to be a great game. Got two really good football teams, two well-coached football teams. So it should be just a granddad of a game tonight, I guarantee you.
That it is going to be. Of course, Weslaco East comes in 1-0 on district play. They're coming off a 2-game win streak, a high where they went to Harlingen and beat Harlingen 7-0. They shut them out. And then last week they opened up district play at home against Donna North, and they just whooped them 56-6. Of course, Edinburg High had the week off, and this is their district opener tonight. Weslaco East will be kicking off to the Edinburg Bobcats. On kicking for the Weslaco East Wildcats is Osvaldo Lerma. Back deep, ready to return for the Edinburg Bobcats. It's going to be Nathan Ochoa and Adrian Garza. The whistle has blown, and we are just seconds away from this game getting started. Once again, we want to welcome all of our viewers that are tuning in live on YouTube. Welcome to Richard Flores Stadium here in Edinburg, Texas.
Absolutely. If you didn't get a chance to come out tonight's game, turn on YouTube and watch an exciting football game.
Well, that's going to be Adrian Garza at the end zone. He's going to hand it off to Nathan Ochoa, a little reverse, but the Wildcats aren't going to have any of that business as Dimas Alvarez comes up and makes the stop.
Big hit. Again, excellent coverage. All the kids going down the lane. Number 7, Mr. Dimas right there to make the stop, and a big hit. Way to start this football game. Wildcat, east side, strong side style.
That is for sure. This Weslaco East defense is a stout one. They shut out Harlingen a couple weeks ago, and last week allowed only 1 touchdown to Donna North. Edinburg has a pretty high-profile offense as they average over 300 yards a game. So here we go. We're getting ready for play number 1, and it's going to be a quick handoff to Erlin Benavides, and he's trying to dance his way to find a hole, but there is none to be found as that Weslaco front four is just really stuffing every hole.
Again, led by Robert Vetta right there on that football play along with Freddie. All right, with Freddie Cardenas, just a tremendous job. Running back, and he's a tremendous running back. He leads the district in rushing and everything, that kind of stuff. But great job by our defense to, this opening, stopping for 2 yards.
Well, this time they're going to have 2 guys in the backfield. That's going to be Eric Cano and Erlin Benavides. Matthew Cruz is your quarterback. He's going to hand it off to Erlin again. Erlin trying to find some room, and he's going to get maybe 1 yard on that play, bringing up a 3rd down and about 6.
Again, tremendous job there by Jacob Bond to getting some penetration and making the back have to stop and stutter to try to make a cut. So tremendous job by our right defensive end there. Just a great job defensively. They're swarming the ball already. It's something they've been doing all year long. Doing a great job of getting to the football and making great plays.
Eric Cano in at quarterback. Benavides in the backfield with them. Little play action, little Wildcat play, but look at who is the first one to meet him at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, Mr. All-State Freddie Cardenas, he just made himself known in this football game. just a great hit. Great start by our defense right here. You know, 3 and out, gonna have to punt the ball. All right, we should get great field position for our offense. Tremendous job up front defensively.
Yeah, he's going to lose a yard on that play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down and long. So that'll bring in the punt unit for the Bobcats. On the punt is going to be Raymond Quintanilla back deep at his own 47, 48-yard line is Ramsey Vasquez. Punt is away, and it's a good one. Ramsey's going to field this one on the Wildcat side of the field. The 48 is going to drop it, but he's going to pick it up. He's going to run across the field. He's going to cut up at the 45, 40. He's at the 35. He's got some running. He's only got the punter to beat, a little stiff arm, and Ramsey is in the end zone for a 48-yard punt return for a touchdown. However, we do have a flag on the play back at the 49-yard line.
Yeah, that was a great return by Ramsey. You know, he had a reverse field. At first, you know, he had to pick the ball off the ground, reverse field, cut back, and it made a tremendous run, but there is a flag on the play.
So we'll wait and see what the referees say.
Hey, Fred.
So this one's going to be charged to the Wildcats. So that's going to nullify that punt return and bring that ball back. And so the Wildcats will begin their first offensive series of the evening at their own 41-yard line. Now, this offense really came to light last week. They put up 56 points on the board, and a lot of that has to be attributed to getting their quarterback back. And last week, of course, we saw a couple of running backs that we didn't hear a lot of early on in the season. One, Gio Guerra, he had 101 yards and 1 TD. And the other guy that really did well last week was Andy Delgado. He had 91 yards and 3 TDs. So here comes the Wildcat offense. 1st and 10. It's going to be a toss to Josh. Josh off the left side, and he's going to get to about the line of scrimmage and nothing else.
Yeah, you know, obviously a little toss to the left side. Defense did a good job of stretching us out right there. You know, made a good play. Didn't get much going on that first play, but here we go.
Well, they're going to say he lost a yard on that play, so it's going to bring up a 2nd down and 11 for your Wildcats. Ball is at their own 40-yard line. Power I formation. They're going to toss it again to Rodriguez to the left side. He's got a blocker, and he's tripped up, and he's going to get to about the line of scrimmage, maybe 1 yard on that play.
Yeah, number 31, the outside linebacker, came through. Oscar Cruz for the Bobcats and did a good job of getting to his feet and stopping the play before it goes. It looked like there was going to be some good yardage on it, but again, he got underneath the block, got to his feet, and made a big play.
All right, a few personnel changes here for the Wildcats. Antonio Cedeño, the quarterback, looking over to the sideline to see what the play is going to be sent in. We got 8 seconds left on the play clock. Looks like we're going to call a timeout here. 4 seconds left on the play clock. And yes, there is a timeout called by the Wildcats as they were trying to make some personnel changes here with a 3rd and long situation that they were facing.
Right. You know, in this game tonight, if you look all week long, they've talked about this football game. You know, both offenses are getting better, that kind of stuff. But they talk really big about both these teams' defenses, you know. And it kind of showed, obviously, in our first series, and it's kind of showing in this series, both two pretty good defenses tonight. All right, so whoever can break that defense, you know, is probably going to have a good chance of winning this football game tonight. But obviously, you know, both good defenses. You know, they both get to the ball. They both have a tremendous inside linebacker. So does the Bobcats, and obviously, you know, the Wildcats do. So it should be a heck of a football game and a real big battle up front defensively.
Yeah, we'll see what the Wildcats are going to do here with this 3rd and long. Of course, we know the Wildcats love to run that toss, and of course, as we mentioned just a little while ago, they got their quarterback last week for a full game, and he did really well. And of course, now the offense is really clicking. So here come the Wildcats getting ready to take on 3rd and 11. Got one man in the backfield, looking to send 3 receivers to the top of your screen, 1 to the bottom, and they're going to stay in the block. We got a blitz, and it's going to be a screen to the halfback. He's got some blockers. He's at the 50, inside Bobcat territory to the 49, and that's going to be very close to the 1st down marker. And it looks from where I'm standing that that's plenty for a 1st down.
They got great call, you know, a basic screen this side. You notice, obviously, it's 3rd and long. The Bobcats, hey, they got, you know, they're peeling their ears back, coming as hard as they can. Great call. to this, little screen out to the right to our tailback, and he got it and finished the play. First down.
Yeah, Gio Guerra was the halfback that caught that pass. And, of course, as we just mentioned a little while ago, his name started getting called a lot last week, and it looks like he's going to get a lot of playing time tonight as he's lining up at the tailback position. And they're going to hand it off to him right behind the center, and he's going to be hit right at the line of scrimmage for no gain. So that's going to bring up a 2nd and 10 for your Wildcats.
Yeah, again, their linebackers, they stepped up really good. Number 34 put a pretty big hit there on us, on Raymond Quintanillas, who did a good job there of coming in there and stopping that play, just a regular inside dive play with our tailback. So
they're going to say officially no gain, so that'll bring up a 2nd down and 10. We are early on here in the first quarter. Wildcats with their first possession. 7:39 to go in the first quarter, and still no score here at Robert Stadium. This is going to be a quarterback keeper to the left side. He's trying to outrun the Bobcat defense, and he's going to turn upfield, gain a yard, and that's about it. 3rd down and 9 for your Wildcats.
Yeah, we call that a naked bootleg, all right, and obviously what we catch, you see if that dang end would squeeze down real hard, but the end was real disciplined, and he widened the play and made the play on the quarterback. So obviously they saw something upstairs that the guys were really coming down real fast and really pitching in, and we could get outside, but hey, my hat's off to the defense there. They did a good job of stopping the football play.
3rd and 9 for the Wildcats. We are at the 7-minute mark here in the first quarter. Antonio Cedeno under center, power I. It's going to be a toss to the left to Gio Guerra. He's got a block. He's going to cut upfield. He makes a move. He's at the 40, 35, 30. He's at the 25, and he's finally pushed out of bounds by 2 Bobcats in the secondary, but a big gain there for Gio Guerra, and they're going to knock him out at the 20-yard line, and it's 1st and 10 for your Wildcats.
It all starts up front. Obviously a great job of reach blocking on the right side. Randy Cardozo, our fullback, laid a tremendous block on the outside that sprung Gio for a tremendous run. Great execution. Like I've been saying a long time, a lot of people say, 3rd and long, we're going to throw the football. Well, 3rd and long, we like to run the toss over here at Weslaco East, obviously.
Same formation, power I to your right, and it's going to be the same play. Toss to Gio. Gio's got some blockers, but he's not going to be able to shake the first guy that gets to him, and so he's going to get to line of scrimmage, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 10.
Yeah, that time Josh Gonzalez had the football. All right, he looked like he was going to cut it inside, but he went back outside. The inside linebackers did a good job of scraping and keeping the inside shut. Like last week, heck, we were taking it down inside really taut on the toss because that's what they were giving us. So, good job by the defense there.
2nd down and 10 for your Wildcats. 6:12 to go here in the first quarter. Still no score. Bobcats had the ball first, 3 and out. The Wildcats' first possession. They are driving the ball. They are at the 20-yard line. It's going to be a toss to the left to Gio Guerra. He's got a few blockers. He's going to try to break a tackle, but he can't. Antoine Woodard comes up and makes a great open field tackle.
Yeah, he sure did. That's a corner on that side. He come up real good. Got his hand on him and made a tremendous play. Otherwise, Gio had a lot of running room there, but did a great job by their safety, obviously number 6, who did a tremendous job of coming up and making the play.
Well, they're going to lose 2 on that play, bringing up a 3rd down and 12. Wildcats, of course, first possession, and they are driving. They were at the 20, lost 2 yards on this last play, so 3rd down and 12 is what they are facing.
The good thing on games like this, and you got sustaining drives, especially on a warm night like it is tonight, that kind of wears the defense down. So that's what I like to see. Obviously, if you like to put some points on the board, obviously all the time, all right. But man, if you can sustain drives each time and wear a defense down, all right, that'll pay great dividends. Obviously in the 4th quarter for us.
Yeah, that does. And Weslaco East just called another timeout. That's their 2nd timeout here in the first quarter. And of course, they really want to be able to call the right play because it's 3rd and 12. They want to keep this drive alive because points are going to be crucial here tonight. And one of the things that we were talking about earlier was how much offense we saw last week once we got Antonio Cedeno back in at quarterback. Last week on the ground, Weslaco East had 11 ball carriers touch the ball last week. And of course, we mentioned how many yards Gio got along with Andy. We also have Ramsey that's able to do stuff when he's got the ball. He's got 236 yards on the ground this year on 41 carries and 3 TDs. So we're back onto the field. We've got 5:14 to go here in the first quarter. 3rd down and 12 for your Wildcats. The ball is placed at the 22-yard line of the Bobcats. Cedeno in the shotgun. He's got Cardoso in the backfield with him. They're going to send Gio in motion, jet sweep, but it's going to be a halfback pass in the direction of Hector Muñiz, but that one was a little bit underthrown.
Exactly, it was underthrown. You know, obviously the corner did not bite on it very well. You understand that he kind of came up, but he saw it. He dropped back, and obviously for that to happen, that had to have been a perfect pass in there to get that executed. But hey, here it is. It's 4th down. Now we're looking to kick a field goal here, put some points on the board. It'd be real nice in this first, our first drive.
39-yard field goal attempt by Gilberto Garza. Snap is good, hold is good, the kick is long enough, and they're going to say wide to the left. So that field goal attempt of 39 yards is no good. So with 5:03 to go here in the first quarter, we still have no score between the Bobcats and your Weslaco East Wildcats. So Wildcats showing that they can move the ball, but they just weren't able to convert any points off that first drive.
Exactly. They just got, like I said, and there were a lot of 3rd downs, 4th downs, and that kind of stuff. But we have to convert those things and get first downs and score touchdowns. But hey, again, we had to push the ball down. We did a great job here. Let's see how our defense does.
Eric Gano, the quarterback, he's going to hand it off to Benavides, and Benavides, right behind his right guard, is going to pick up maybe 3 yards on that play.
Yeah, defensively, our kids are really coming off the football and making great plays. Again, you got Robert Vetta on the play there, along with Freddie Cardenas, and inside, again, tremendous job. Again, even number 72, big Isaias Martinez, getting in there and getting out.
The snap is away, and the quarterback wasn't ready. The ball hit his feet, and Benavides, well aware that the ball was on the ground, just falls on it.
Yeah, this is the first really big game that the Bobcats have been in this year, and with this much on the line right now. So you can see, and the Wildcats, they played some pretty big games this year already. They played a district opponent already this year. So obviously, the Bobcats trying to get over this a little bit. But they have a really good football team, so they'll calm down here in a second also. But, hey, we got to continue playing hard, and let's make something big happen here. Maybe get a big turnover would be nice.
3rd down, 11. The quarterback is going to roll out to his right. He had Freddie breathing down his neck, and I think he just wanted to get that ball out of his hands to not lose any more yards. So that's going to bring up a 4th down and 11.
Exactly. Now it's 4th down and 11. They're trying to do a little sprint out right there, and our linebackers are just scraping outside, and here they come. We turned it back pretty quick. Freddie was all over him. Just a great job by our defense. Second series, looks pretty good right now for the Wildcat defense.
Well, the Edinburg Bobcats have had 6 plays, and they've had to punt twice. So they're on the punt for the 2nd time tonight. Raymond Quintanilla on the punt. Ramsey Vasquez lined up at his own 43-yard line. Now he's going to move up to the 45. Slap a little bit low, but he gets it up and away. Ramsey's going to take it at the 49. This time he fields it cleanly, and he's going to get to the 45, and he's going to be met by a few of the Bobcats. A couple of them even trying to strip the ball away.
Sure. The great thing about that, that just shows you what kind of football player number 4 Ramsey is. To take a punt like that in the air and field it, it's not easy to do that. But he made it look easy. Did a great job of fielding it, protecting the football. Now we get to start on the Bobcat side, which that's something you like to do all the time.
Yeah,
that just helps you out.
They're going to say he was officially stopped at the 49-yard line. So 1st and 10 for your Wildcats. 3:43 to go here in the first quarter. This is the 2nd time that they touched the ball. Antonio Cedeno, the quarterback. Joshua Gonzalez in the backfield with them. They're going to give him the ball, and he's going to be met immediately at the line of scrimmage for no gain.
Yeah, big, number 88, one of their defensive tackles, Emmanuel Duran, got in there underneath, and, the shoestring tackle. That's about the 2nd time, I've already seen the Bobcats. They're coming in hard and low, and picking them ankles. So we got to pick up our feet and get through those hand tackles and make some big yardage. The holes are there. We just got to keep running hard and keep coming downhill on them.
2nd down and 10. Ramsey takes a snap. He's going to keep it. He's got some running room off the left side. That hole closed rather quickly. He's going to pick up 3 on that play to the 46, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down and 7. We are now under 3 minutes to go here in the first quarter.
Yeah, we got a little zone follow there, but here at the end we had a little bit of flag going on, so we're not quite sure what's happened. But little extra activity at the end of the whistle.
So we'll see what the referee calls. Edinburg clapping, so to my vantage point here. Well, they're going to charge Ramsey, the ball carrier, with a personal foul. So that's going to be 15 yards in the other direction. That's something that you don't like to see happen.
No, you don't. You know, and basically in football, you see it all the time. The second guy, you're always going to get caught, you know, when you do something extra and stuff. You know, obviously he's running the ball. He may have felt something in there or whatever it may be, that kind of stuff. But then, hey, you can't retaliate. You know, you're going to be seen. You just got to play football, hand it to the ref, and get on and get playing, because you put yourself in a hole when you do that.
I formation for your Wildcats, 3rd down and 22. They're going to hand it off to Cardosa, and Cardosa has nowhere to go. This Edinburg defense getting really stingy there in the middle.
Yeah, they are. Again, you know, number 88, you know, the left defensive tackle, Emmanuel Duran, you know, looked like he did a slant inside, and no one picked him up, and he hits our fullback right when we're getting the ball. Good job by our fullback, you know, keeping the ball in his hand and not fumbling in that situation. But their defensive tackles are playing really well right now. Two, you know, fine defenses, as you can see.
Cedeno will remain in to punt the ball. 4th down and 25 from their own 37-yard line. Back deep for the Bobcats going to be Nathan Ochoa. Good snap and a good punt out here to the left side. It's going to take a Wildcat bounce and then find its way out of play, and that's going to be inside the 30-yard line. We'll see where they spot it.
Yeah, let's see where they put the ball at.
They're going to say right at the 30-yard line. So that's where the Bobcats will begin their 3rd offensive series of the night. We've got 1:54 to go here in the 1st quarter, and still no score in this district contest between the Edinburg Bobcats and your Weslaco East Wildcats.
Yeah, it's a defensive struggle, like, you know, kind of like I alluded to at the beginning of the games. You got two really good defenses. I know the head coach at Edinburg Bobcats, you know, J.J. Laha, I've known him for quite a long. He's a defensive-minded coach. He's been a defensive coordinator for many years, so you're going to have a great defense at Edinburg every year.
Quarterback hands it off to Benavides, and Benavides is not going to outrun Freddie Cardenas.
No, he's not. But not only that, you ought to see the big hit Joel Longoria just laid on him. All right, Freddie kind of stopped him, and Joel just wiped it completely out. Tremendous job by both of them. Great football play. Yeah,
they're going to stop him for a 2-yard loss. That'll bring up a 2nd down and 12 for the Bobcats. 1:26 to go here in the 1st quarter. 2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Benavides, the only running back in the backfield with Gano. Gano looking to his left, and he's going to swing it out to Benavides. Benavides trying to outrun, but there was a holding there, and so that's why that flag came out. Everybody saw that one.
Absolutely. You know, did a good job. The Bobcats are running a little flare out there to Benavides, try to get him out on the edge to get his speed, but our defense converted on it really great. And not only that, looks like a nice holding call here. Should take them back another 10 yards here. So now it'll bring back, again, 2nd down, but a little bit longer.
2nd down and probably about 20. We'll see where they spotted the foul. It's going to be about 22 yards to go for the 1st down. So 2nd down will be played all over again, but this time it's going to be 2nd down and 20. 2 receivers to the left. You have someone in the slot, Benavides as the back. Slot's going to stay and block. It's going to be a pass out to Jaime Zamora, but Zamora, as soon as he catches it, is going to be hit and nowhere to go.
Absolutely, you know, just about the whole team. It started with the right defensive, number 97, Robert Torres, seeing it getting down the line, coming back from a rush and getting on that play, along with the whole secondary.
And you know who else was down there hustling down the field? Number 99, Jacob Banda.
Oh, absolutely. You know, along with Jose Serna, just a great job coming up from his corner position and making a big play there. So now we got 3rd and long still.
3rd and 15 to be exact. Under 30 seconds to go here in the 1st quarter. Same formation for your Bobcats. We're going to send Zamora in motion. going to be a pass out to Benavides. Benavides breaks the first tackle, but a lot of white jerseys in pursuit to make sure that he's not going to get anywhere.
Exactly. You know, the Bobcats did a little motion coming back here, and they brought Benavides inside out. All right, tried to throw a little screen back to the right side, but nothing doing. Our linebacker smoked it out pretty quick, or got out there and made a big play on it. Now we got 4th and long. So here it is again, 3 series, all right, and, you know, the Wildcat defense has come to play tonight. You can tell these kids are fired up. They know it's a district play. They know it's a district game, and they know it's a big game.
Weslaco ISD graduates receive more than $4 million in college scholarships, including dozens who will play college sports. More than 900 received a certification and are ready for the workforce or continuing their education. Over 400 honor graduates will have opportunities to study at top-tier universities. And we are proud of our scholars graduating from medical school, law school, business school, and Ivy League universities. Weslaco ISD, the right choice for high school and beyond.
They are lined up to punt. They're going to send in their punter, and back deep for your Wildcats is going to be Ramsey Vasquez, and he's at his own 34-yard line. On the punt for the Bobcats is Raymond Quintanilla.
Hope we can get, you know, Ramsey can field this one and get some yardage, and, you know, we get some good positive yardage on here and get on their side of the field and give our offense a short field this next series. It'd be really nice.
So here we go. The whistle has blown, so we are just ready to get second quarter action underway. The punt is away, shanked a little bit to the right, but it's still a fairly decent punt, and Ramsey's going to field it at the 36-yard line, and he's going to be knocked out of bounds at the 45. So a 9-yard return for Ramsey. And again, the Wildcats getting some really good field position. I think this is probably the deepest they've started in the game tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, so, you know, that should help our offense. You know, obviously you want to see that. I mean, it's hard to travel 70, 80 yards, but when you have to go 55 yards or so, it's a little bit easier offensively.
Well, they're going to say he was knocked out of bounds at the 44-yard line, so that's where the Wildcats will begin this third offensive series of the night. They're going to have Cardosa and Gonzalez in the backfield with the quarterback, Antonio Cedeno. One receiver split wide to the left. And we're going to have an offsides against the Bobcats. Looks like their whole right side did jump and didn't get back on time.
Absolutely.
unless they were triggered. So
I don't think
see.
so. It looks like it's against the defense. You know, it should be a free 5 yards for us.
And the way the umpire was lined up, it looks like it is, and they just marked off 5 yards. So you're absolutely correct, Coach. So 1st and 5 for your Wildcats. Gotta love the sound of that.
Yeah, you like that. You know, you can go in your playbook and just pull out about anything that you want in 1st and 5.
1st and 5 from the 49-yard line. We are in second quarter play. 11:39 to go. Still no score. Third possession for your Wildcats. I formation. They're going to give it to Cardosa, and Cardosa is going to be met at the line of scrimmage, and he's going to be able to wiggle his way forward for about a yard.
Yeah, you know, again, you know, the left defensive end up there, number 86, Diego Flores, did a great job squeezing down and stopping the fullback dive play off that side, you know. But he, again, you know, when kids like to make football plays, heck, they both have great defenses, and it's showing tonight.
Yeah, that it is. So 2nd down and 5. They're going to say no gain on that play. Gio in at tailback. Cardosa the fullback. Antonio Cedeno under center. Toss to the right. Gio cups the field. He's at midfield. And again, the defense of the Bobcats were there to meet him.
Yeah, they sure are. You know, they're seeing that right now. You know, anytime they see the toss and stuff, their corners, everybody's peeling off pretty fast. All right, and, you know, trying to turn it back real quick. And then the linebackers are scraping real good. So, you know, we've got to get, you know, that second level block right now. You understand that? And I'm sure that's what the coaches are talking about. You want to get off to the second level, cut off those linebackers inside. So if we can get the outside guys kicked out, we can get that natural seam inside. So that's what we're looking for. But right now, we're not getting the second level cut off right now.
2 receivers to the left. So then Ramsey in at quarterback. He's going to take the snap, and he's finding some room to run, and he's going to get across midfield to about the 46-yard line. We do have a flag on the play, but Ramsey looks like he's going to have enough yardage for a 1st down.
Yeah, it's real close, but let's see what the flag is, because Ramsey, he had to dodge obviously a couple guys, but holding on the Wildcat, so it's going to go back. All right, now it's going to be 3rd and long for us, so that's a situation you don't like to be in, obviously, you know. But now we got to pull something out here and, you know, and make a big play. And that's what you want right now. That's what's set up for you. It's 3rd and long. You got to make a big play.
3rd down and 15 to be exact. 10:09 to go here in the first half. Still no score in this game between the Bobcats and your Wildcats. Wildcats, this is the 3rd time they've had the football, and they've had great field position every time they've had the ball, and they've gotten to the red zone, but that's about it. They attempted a 29-yard field goal, a 39-yard field goal, but that was no good. So here we go, 3rd down and 15. Ramsey in at quarterback, going to roll out to the left, and he's going to pick up about 7 yards, but that's not going to be anywhere near first down yardage.
Yeah, the quarterback just a simple sprint keep to the left. Ramsey put his head down, got about 6 yards right there, got about the best he could out of that. All right, you know, a tremendous effort by that young man, but again, you know, a stout, you know, effort by the defense for the Bobcats to stop the Wildcats.
Cedeno on the punt. And Nathan Ochoa back deep for the Bobcats. He's at his own 25-yard line. Cedeno gets off a pretty good punt. He's going to be fielded at the 30. No fair catch, and Dimas is there. Hector Muniz is there quickly to make the tackle, make sure he doesn't go anywhere.
Exactly. You know, Hector's one of the, you know, what you say, a guy that's on the defense, on the punt team, what's called a kill. He's the guy that's going to go straight down to the ball, and he did a tremendous job of getting down to the ball, breaking down, making a great tackle before the runner could even get started.
So the Bobcats have the ball at their own 22-yard line with 9:04 to go here in the first half. They have yet to convert a first down. Eric Gano in at quarterback. Benavides in the backfield with them. You got one receiver to your right, one to the left. And you're going to have Zamora in at the slot. Gano's going to keep it. He's got a little bit of running room, and that's going to be probably the biggest play for the Bobcats from the line of scrimmage here tonight, and that's about a 4-yard gain.
Again, you know, our defense is doing such a great job of making the backs having to stop and make cuts in the backfield and stuff. So when that's happening, you know you're doing a great job up front. They're not getting any push on us. Our kids are doing a good job of establishing a new line of scrimmage, you know, in the backfield of the Bobcats. So when you see that, you got to be happy as a defensive, you know, coach, head coach, those kinds of things. So tremendous job, because their backs are having to stop and try to make holes, and it's just not happening right now.
All right, they're going to send 2 receivers to your bottom of your screen. They're going to send one in motion, Adrian Garza. They're going to hand it off to Benavides. Benavides is able to break a tackle, get across the 30 to about the 33-yard line, and we'll see if that's a first down for the Bobcats. And they're going to say yes, and that's the first down for the Bobcats here tonight.
Yeah, the Bobcats did, again, a little fake off the jet and came back with the inside zone to Benavides. Found a little crease there, you know, and picked up some yardage. But, again, you know, our defense obviously came in, made the play and stuff, but, you know, enough for a first down for the Bobcats.
Same formation for the Bobcats. Eric Cano, they're going to send in motion. This time the Cano's going to keep it. He's going to run off to his left, but there is nowhere to go, and he is brought down after 1 yard on that play.
Yeah, great job by Leo Guerra there, coming back and wiping the play out. You know, quarterback did a little bit of cutback play right there, and, you know, our defense was very solid. They didn't over-pursue. You know, the backside did a great job of staying home and making a big play.
They're going to say there that he picked up 2. That'll bring up a 2nd and 8. They're going to spot the ball at the 35-yard line. This time they're going to flip their formation to the left. Benavides is going to take the handoff, and he's going to get to the line of scrimmage and nowhere else.
Yeah, if you look at this football play, there are 11 white shirts all over Mr. Benavides. Just a tremendous job of our defense of swarming to the football and making a big stop. And again, it starts up front, you know, with Isaiah, you know, and Banda and all these guys, because the running backs are having to stop, stutter their feet, and trying to make a cut to try to get through a hole, and they're having a hard time with it.
Yeah, doing a great job. You know, we talk about this a lot, and winning in the trenches, and the Wildcats do a great job of doing that. So here we go. Tight formation for the Bobcats. Play action. Gano looking out to his left, nowhere to go, and now he's going to tuck it and run. He's got a little bit of running room, and then he's going to, out of his secondary spot, is going to be Carlos Espinosa, and just come down hard on Cano, and we'll see where they spot the ball.
Yeah, you got fourth and
no, they're going to say he got first
down. So he got a first down right there. But like you said, a good job by Carlos Espinosa coming back off and and stopping that play. And hey, you made a good yardage on a broken play. So good job by the Bobcats.
1st and 10 for the Bobcats. Cano, the quarterback. Pitch to the left. He's got a blocker out in front of him. Underneath is Freddie, and Freddie just comes in underneath, undetected, almost very stealth-like, and he makes a tackle after about a 2-yard gain for Benavides.
That's the thing about a great linebacker. They see everything. They really do. Freddie saw that play from the start. He knew he had to come down, but he did come underneath, but he come underneath and came down the line. And when you come down the line, you're going to be there to make the play when that back turns back upfield. So tremendous job by Freddie.
2nd down and 8 for the Bobcats at their own 45-yard line. 5:25 to go here in the first quarter. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. They're going to send a receiver in motion. Fakes the jet sweep, hands it off to Benavides. Benavides has a hole, and he is brought down, and he is hit very hard by Dimas Alvarez.
Yeah, again right there, good job by Dimas coming to make the play. Again, that jet sweep and that inside zone to Benavides, it's starting to, they're starting to make some ground with that football play. So our linebackers, they've got to plug the hole a little bit right here. That's what it is, but we get that stop. We're just taking too many steps on that jet sweep. Here it is again.
This time now the quarterback's going to keep it, and he's not going to get anywhere but a yard. Now, I think what they're trying to do now, Edinburg, is they're realizing there's really not anywhere to go, so they're trying to try some misdirection play against this East defense.
Exactly. They just want to get the linebackers to take a step one direction so they can come back on it. So, that's what's happening. It's simple, what they call an offset eye look with, out of the shotgun. What they call it is a toy formation, all right? And they've been running, Edinburgh's been running it ever since Coach Campos has come here as the OC. So that's what they're doing. They're in toy left right now, and they're doing the same stuff.
Handoff to Benavides. Benavides inside. He's going to carry a few Wildcats to about the 36-yard line.
Yeah, Benavides is starting to show why, what type of back he is right now, So, he's starting to get ahead of steam right now. So right here, we need to make up a big play right now because now our defense is staying on the field a little bit longer.
Yeah, Benavides is their leading rusher. He's got 559 yards on the season. He averages 186 per game, and he's got 3 TDs when he carries the ball. So we've got 3:53 to go here in the first half. The Edinburg Bobcats starting to move the ball. This is the first time that they are in Wildcat territory. So Cano, the quarterback, Benavides, the running back. They're going to hand it off to Benavides. This time that front 4 of the Wildcats are going to clamp down on him and not allow him to get anywhere.
Exactly. This time, there wasn't any push up front by the offensive line, so our defensive line did a good job of stopping the O-line, squeezing it, and there wasn't any running room for Benavides at all. So tremendous job up front by Banda and Isaias and all, the rest of the guys that are playing up front, with Robert Torres and the rest of them. So tremendous job up front. And the linebackers coming in and plugging the holes. So good play right there, nowhere to go.
2nd down and 9. Ball at the 35-yard line. Benavides in the backfield. Cano, short snap. He's going to dump it off the middle, but it's going to be intercepted by Hector Muniz, and he's got some running room. He's at midfield. He's going to cut back. He's got Wildcats in front of him, and now it's a race to the end zone, and it's going to be a touchdown for your Wildcats. Muniz doing a great job playing center field, and he saw Cano's eyes all the way. He took that ball, and he ran to the house.
He did. I knew that was about to come right now because, they've been running that zone, and then eventually that's an RPO off that dang look and stuff, and they want to try to hit that seam down the middle, and that quarterback, obviously our safety did a great job. Kind of saw it, picked it, and took it all the way to the house. Tremendous job by our defense. Again, little break, little bend, no break. Great play by the defense.
Garza on to attempt the point after. It's a good hold. And they are going to say that the extra point is good. So Garza tacks on the extra point to give the Wildcats a 7-0 lead here with 2:48 to go in the first half. We've been talking about how great these two defenses are and how rewarding it is for the defense to have a pick six.
Absolutely. That's big. That's huge in this game like that because, you know, points are not going to be easy tonight. And when you get points on your defense and stuff, that's a feather in your cap, man. That's excellent. You know, that's that adage that you want to go, that you want to look. You know, so our kids obviously play hard from, you know, whistle to whistle, and they don't stop. They can see that, you know, Edinburg doing a great job of moving the ball, getting some running room, that kind of stuff. They do a little play-action pass, you know, and there's our safety right there ready to make a big play, take it to the house. Tremendous job. Good side. East side, strong side. Good job, defense.
Yeah, and he had the whole defensive crew leading the way. He had plenty of blockers in front of him.
He sure did. And it's tough for the offense when you throw a pick like that because, you know, a lot of those kids, they're just blocking. They don't, oh, by the time they knew it, he's already passed them and, you know, almost to the end zone before they knew, oh, man, what happened? You know, so good job of the defense. Tremendous job by the Wildcat defense.
All right, after that point, after Gilberto Garza on to kickoff for the Wildcats. Back deep for the Bobcats is going to be Adrian Garza and Nathan Ochoa. There's 2:48 to go here in the first half, and it's your Wildcats 7, the Edinburg Bobcats 0.
Yeah.
It's been a defensive contest here tonight, and a great job by your Wildcat defense to intercept that football and take it to the house. Awesome. So here we go, getting ready to kick the ball off back to the Bobcats.
Last time they tried to run a little reverse off their kickoff, and, you know, we did a great job of going down our lanes. So let's see what happens on this one.
Wildcat faithful, getting loud. Garza going to take it at the 10, and they're going to do the same thing. They're going to give it over to Ochoa, and Ochoa breaks a tackle, but the Wildcat defense really converging on him quickly, getting out to about the 29-yard line, and that's going to be it for Ochoa.
Yeah.
And now we've got a penalty flag up on the field, so there was a little tussling. I didn't exactly see what was going on, but the referee or the head judge said, we're not going to tolerate this.
Nah, they're not. You know, good job, you know, going downfield. Carlos Espinosa doing a really good job of getting on the play.
Well, this is the second time that we get an unsportsmanlike conduct on the person carrying the ball.
Exactly.
We had one against East a little while ago. Now this one's going to be charged to Nathan Ochoa, the guy that was returning the ball. He returned it out to about the 29-yard line, but guess what? They're going to take 15 yards away and move it back down to the 14. Yeah, so Edinburg will begin their offensive series here at their own 14.
What you're seeing is that these kids understand the importance of this game. You know, the emotions are really high. You know, tempers aren't that high, but the emotions are high, and kids start wanting to play and do extra stuff and stuff because they want to win so bad. You know, both sides. So you'll start seeing that. But the disciplined team is going to win that battle every time.
Zamora, the receiver, in motion. They're going to get a jet sweep. Now he's going to come back the other way, and he's got some open field. But Dimas is going to come up, and he's going to make sure that he's not going to get too many yards.
Yeah, good job by Demas and also Ramsey. They saw it. The guy peeled back. They came off their blocks and, you know, made a good job. You know, the kid broke a play, got 10 yards on it, but tremendous job by our defense because we had it stopped to the other side, so he had a reverse field on it. All right, and then, you know, our secondary came back down, rotated down, and made a big play.
Yeah, that was Adrian Garza, the receiver with the carry. 1st and 10 for the Bobcats. Gano, the quarterback, is going to keep it. Looked like that was a quarterback draw, and he's going to run off to the left side. He's going to pick up about 7.
Yeah, exactly. What they're trying to run right there, what's called a quarterback counter. Looked like he came back, and he countered back because the right guard and the right tackle pulled outside to that way. So they're running a little quarterback counter on that football play. And, you know, got some yardage on there, but our defense, you know, they're trying to do a lot of misdirection against us and stuff, trying to get our kids to step one direction and come back the other. So, you know, they're having a little success, but our defense is starting to adjust to it.
2nd down, Benavides, the ball carrier. He's going to get to about the 35-yard line. Depends on where they spot it. They're going to say he's at the 36, so that's going to be enough for another Bobcat 1st down. The Bobcats moving the ball here late in the 2nd quarter. 1.5 minutes to go here in the 1st half. The Bobcats with the football at their own 36-yard line. They trail the Wildcats 7-0.
Yeah, that kid runs extremely hard for, Benavides for the Bobcats. But, hey, he's seeing a really good defense tonight. So, you know, he's not breaking those long ones he's been doing all year long.
Quarterback Cano is going to hand it off to Benavides. He's got some running room in now. He's in the secondary, and he's brought down at midfield by Ramsey Vasquez.
Yeah, as you can see, I say one thing: the young man does a great job. You know, he does. If you can see him run, he's real patient when he runs too. So he did a good job right there. But again, our secondary, you know, coming back, making a play, that kind of stuff. So, you know, again, here we go. You know, want to bend a little bit, but we don't want them to break a big one on us here.
45 seconds to go here in the first half. And they're going to hand it off to Benavides, and Benavides is going to be stopped after only about a 3-yard pickup. They were bringing Garza in motion again. Remember, just a little while ago, they ran that jet sweep, and we've seen a lot of that action, that misdirection off that jet sweep motion.
Yeah, they run basically 3 things off that. They'll either give the jet sweep, all right, or then they'll come back to the inside zone or run a little play action pass or even a quarterback follow off of it.
They're going to hand the ball off to Benavides. Benavides skipping, and he breaks a tackle, but he's not able to get out of the arms of Hector Muniz. Yep. Now, I was just about to make a comment. When they crossed midfield, we were right about the 1-minute mark. They've run 2 plays since. We're down to 10 seconds. They had all three timeouts, and they're barely using the first one.
Yeah, you know, again, you know, what that tells you, that especially, you know, going into the half and stuff, you got to use your timeouts wisely and stuff, that kind of stuff, because, you know, they don't go over into the second half. So, you know, I'd have to question that a little bit myself, you know, but again, that happens. But I'm gonna tell you, that play right there, that last play, Robert Torres did a good job of, you know, getting that stopped. And then the rest of the defense come on and made a great play. Robert came underneath and, you know, got to Benavides' feet. He's a big kid. He runs really hard. So we're going to tackle that kid tonight. We got to get low on this kid a little bit as far. I mean, not, you know, legally, but, you know, you got to stop his legs, all right? If you don't, you're going to have a hard time.
Yeah, they ran 2 plays in 50 seconds, and they had 3 timeouts in their pocket. So you got to kind of think about their clock management and just what's going on, or their sense of urgency here on the field. So here we go, 10 seconds on the clock. This may be the last play of the half, depending on how fast the play is run. But you've got to think they're going to throw it downfield. So they're going to take up some time off the clock. 2 receivers to the bottom of your screen, 1 to the top. You got Benavides in the backfield. He's going to stay back to block. Cano, he's going to look like he wants to run with it, but he is going to be brought down by big 9-9.
Jacob Bonda, great job right there. Big tackle for a loss, big sack to end the half. Great job, you know, obviously by our defense. And again, we get to start the second half with the football, so that's a plus for us. All right, so, you know, defensively, it's what we've seen all year long and stuff from the Wildcats. But both defenses playing really tough, and the offense is starting to move the ball. Both offenses are starting to move the ball a little bit. So the second half should be, you know, again, a Jim Dandy. So here we go. Great football game, great first half. Here we go.
All right, well, we played 1 half of football here at Robert Flores Stadium in Edinburg, Texas, and it's your Wildcat 7, the Edinburg Bobcats 0. We'll be back with second half action right here on K-West.
Out here, I'll play our work. Let's go, baby.
Pass caught by Ramsey Vasquez.
I got my fans in the stands, my team on my back, my family in my heart. I put my city on the map. After all this hard work, I'd be telling you a lie if I said it didn't hurt.
Up the field, and he's hit hard, and he is denied.
There you go, Wildcats. You're going to play Weslaco East, be ready to play hard.
It's a new ball game, baby. It's a new ball game. We got to see you play. Let's go to play, baby. 0-0. Fight to the finish. Let's go.
Yes, sir.
Baby.
Let's go next to you, baby. Next to you. 100%, baby. Come on.
It's about us, baby. Circle the wagon. Let's fight. Let's fight. Let's fight.
Let's go.
Let's go. Let's go.
Let's go, baby.
Welcome back to Robert Flores Stadium here in Edinburg, Texas. K-West bringing you 31-6A football. It's the Edinburg Bobcats taking on your Weslaco East Wildcats. We are getting ready to start the second half of football here in Edinburg, and it's your Wildcats 7, the Edinburg Bobcats 0. I am Joe Aguilar, joined by Coach Rock, bringing you all the action from tonight's ball game.
That first half was just a regular old slugfest. You know, just if you like great defensive football games, then you were able to see that on YouTube, or you're here tonight at the stadium. You saw, two really good football teams getting after each other. Obviously, the big play for the Wildcats, the interception run back for the touchdown, from our safety position, did a tremendous job. Defense did a really good job of stopping Edinburg most of practically the whole first half. So obviously we're set up, and it was a real quick first half. So again, if you're here to watch it, don't blink 2 or 3 more times. This game's probably going to be over with pretty quick.
Yeah, Coach, you mentioned the interception, the pick six. That was Hector Muñiz with the pick six, about 75 yards on the return. And we watched it live here in the football stadium. And, of course, those of you on YouTube saw that defense. They had a blockade. They had the whole defensive squad just plowing down Bobcats, making room for Hector to get to the end zone. So we're about ready to start second half action. On to kick for the Edinburg Bobcats is Emmanuel Duron. Back deep for your Wildcats is going to be Ramsey Vasquez along with Dimas Alvarez. It's going to go in the direction of Ramsey, but it's going to go out of bounds. And I don't know if they do that intentionally because, of course, we all know the type of player that Ramsey is.
Absolutely. I don't think I'd kick off to him very often because he hits the seam pretty quick right now. But obviously it's going to be great field position, a great start here for the Wildcats.
Yeah, if you missed it in the first half, he had a punt return that he scored on, but it was called back because of a holding penalty. Again, yeah, we don't know if that was by design. They just don't want Ramsey to have the ball in his hands. So that's going to go out of bounds, and the Wildcats will begin second half action at their own 30-yard line. 1st and 10. They lead 7-0 here in this ball game.
Yeah. Right now we need to establish something offensively. It'd be really big right now to get a good long Wildcat drive and put some points on the board. To going into the third quarter here, it'd be big for us.
Yeah, a little lopsided formation on the offense for the Wildcats, and Ramsey's going to take a direct snap, and he's going to be hit after a 6-yard gain. They had the whole right side, and then he had 3 running backs lined up right behind the linemen, and they just pushed the Bobcats back. And the first person to touch Ramsey was after a 6-yard gain.
Absolutely. Obviously they overloaded everything to the right side. And, it was direct snap to Ramsey. And, he picked a hole behind a lot of massive people blocking for him. So a good 6-7 yards pick up there, on an unbalanced look.
So we've got that same formation in for the Wildcats. Ramsey's going to run the ball again, and again, it's going to be 6 yards till he is touched. It's at the 41-yard line, 5 yards, and that's going to be a Wildcat first down.
Yeah, see, what's going on right here is that the Wildcats are putting a lot of bodies at the point of attack right now. That kind of stuff. That's the thing about the defensive stuff. All these defenders over here, well, they're nowhere near the play. So we're putting a lot of bodies at the point of attack right now and doing a great job of just, pushing the ball up the field.
So here we go. 1st down and 10 for your Wildcats. Ball at their own 41-yard line. Once again, it is the same formation. They're going to put 10 guys in the box. And Ramsey looking for a hole. He's got one. He's at the midfield, and he's across midfield to the 46-yard line. And that's all Ramsey needs is an inch.
Yeah.
And that guy can take off.
Absolutely. You give him a little hole, he squeezes through there and does a great job. Again, picking up his feet, and reading the blocks up front and doing a great job of just getting his head down and getting great yardage, about 10 or 12 yards on that run. Tremendous job by number 4, Ramsey, our quarterback.
Yeah, earlier in the season, we heard Coach Burgett say he wanted to get the ball into the hands of Ramsey Vasquez as many times as possible, and we're seeing that here tonight. So they're going to send Antonio Cedeno back in at quarterback, and they're going to have that almost that same formation, but they're going to have Josh Gonzalez back at the tailback position. Ball hits the ground, but they're going to hand it off to Gonzalez. Little bit of a mix-up there because it was a low snap. Gonzalez able to take the handoff from Cedeno and pick up a yard on that play.
Exactly, you know, again, coming from a low snap, anytime you have a low snap and then you try to get the handoff, you know, the timing's not there. So it takes a little bit, it doesn't hit as fast, and because of that, every second of defenders, they're just closing in on you faster and faster. So, again, everything's got to be smooth when you run an offensive football play.
So they're going to give him 1 yard on that play. They'll bring up a 2nd down and 9. Ball is resting at the 45-yard line of the Bobcats. We are just underway here in the 3rd quarter. Wildcats lead 7-0. Here's that unbalanced formation that they like to run, and Ramsey back in at quarterback. This time the Bobcats were waiting for it, and he's going to be hit hard by Mario Rodriguez, who came up, I'm guessing, from the safety position and only allow him about 2 yards.
Yeah, they're starting to creep the safeties up. They're starting to creep up more into the box and stuff because obviously the Wildcats are in a real tight offensive formation, heavy run-oriented offensive formation. So they're starting to creep up a little bit here.
Yeah, Rodriguez is actually a linebacker, but they've got 10 guys in the box. This time Ramsey out to the right side. He's got some blocking. He's going to turn the corner, 30, 25, and he's finally knocked out of bounds. Ramsey maybe one more step, and that is 6 points. But that's why they want to get that ball into the hands of Ramsey Vasquez, because things like that happen.
Actually, absolutely. He's got great speed. You know, they've been running inside with Ramsey, you know, and that's bringing everybody inside the box. This time he bounces out to the right side and finds a big hole, you know, and does a great job of getting downfield, picking up about 20 yards there. So tremendous run. You know, I like what the Wildcats are doing. You want to play smash mouth football? Here we go. We're going to play smash mouth football.
Here we go. Same formation again for the Wildcats. Ramsey in at quarterback. Josh Gonzalez is going to take the handoff, this time to the left side, and he's got some running room, and he's inside the 25, down to about the 20-yard line, and that's going to be a little bit shy of a 1st down, but the Wildcats moving the ball. This drive started at their own 30-yard line. This is the first possession of the game in the 2nd half, and the Wildcats moving the ball down the field just like we see the Wildcats do time and time again, just running it, and running it.
Absolutely. You know, that time they did a little inside zone off that look. So, and hey, picked up some great yardage. They're blocking up front. There goes Ramsey. Right there, he hurdles a guy and picks up about another, 2 yards right there. So it puts that 3rd and real short. Good job up front by our offensive line, getting some great movement. Tremendous run by Ramsey.
Yeah, 3rd down and about a yard. They're inside the 20-yard line at the 18. Once again, this drive started at the 30-yard line as the Bobcats kicked off to start the 2nd half to the Wildcats, but kicked it out of bounds. So here we go. Same off-balance formation for the Wildcats. Ramsey's going to take it out to the right side. He's got to see me. Bounces outside. He's at the 10-5. Touchdown, Ramsey Vasquez.
Absolutely. You know, tremendous job. He came inside real hard, set it up, bounced it outside, found a great seam, and put it in the end zone. Great job by the Wildcats. What a way to start the 2nd half. That's what you want right now. Now we got a chance to go up 14-0, and that puts a lot of pressure on the Bobcats.
Well, this drive started off at their own 30-yard line, so they went down 70 yards in about 4.5 minutes. So again, they ate up some clock, and they just did what they wanted. They moved the ball down the field, and they played, like you like to say, Coach, smash mouth football. If you want to line up and go head-to-head, toe-to-toe with the Wildcats, they ain't stepping back.
No, they're not. And this is what you're going to get. You understand? This is what you're going to get. Again, just potent Wildcat football, straight down the field, straight at you.
Gilberto Garza on for the point after. Good snap, good hold. Kick is up, and the kick is good. However, there is a flag on the play. Great job there by Nico Mendoza. He's the holder, and he's been doing a great job with the holds here tonight.
Excellent. Good job by Nicky. Just an excellent job. It's 14. Actually,
we'll see what they call.
Let's see what they call here.
That's what I'm waiting for.
14-0, and there we are.
They officially put that point up on the board. So as Coach Rock just mentioned, it is now officially 14-0 in favor of your Wildcats with 7:45 to go here in the 3rd quarter. And you know, that's what you want to see out of your football team is you take the opening kickoff 70 yards down the field and score a touchdown.
Exactly. That takes obviously a little bit of wind out of the sails of the Bobcat right now. Hey, oh my gosh, that's, inside, obviously, both teams are talking about adjustments and stuff like that, what they've seen in the first half. What are we going to do coming into the second half? Well, obviously, the Wildcats made an adjustment at halftime and said, okay, hey, we got to go at the Bobcats. So that's exactly what you saw on that ground, just downhill coming at the Bobcats. So great job by the Wildcat offense. And, hey, now our defense got to go on the field and make a big stop right now on the Bobcats.
All right, so the Bobcats are already on the field. They send Nathan Ochoa and Adrian Garza back deep to return this one. Gilbert Garza on to kick off to the Bobcats after the Wildcat touchdown. Great run, like we were mentioning earlier, by Ramsey Vasquez, 18 yards to the house.
Absolutely, they started getting Ramsey going in the second half. So obviously, Coach Berger going back to that old saying, what he said at the first of the year. He said, I got to get it in the hands of Ramsey. He's our leader. He's a kid, comes on the field, makes great things happen for us. So tremendous job.
So here we go. Got to make sure everybody is in place, and now the kick, and we're back underway. It's going to be in the direction of Garza. Garza. This time he's going to fake the handoff to Ochoa, and he's going to try to get outside, but he's going to be denied because Adrian Juarez and Freddy Cardenas are out there chasing him down.
Yeah, you know what? What a absolute advantage for the Wildcats to have a young man like Freddy Cardenas on their special teams, because he shows a lot of greatness. He goes down there, he sees and he watches that, hey, he didn't hand it off, he's got the ball, and he comes down the line, he's right there to make the guy have to stop, turn, and then there he is, they're tackled. And tremendous job.
Yeah, and there's Adrian Juarez keeping his lane to make sure that he keeps everything inside. So great job by the special teams of the Wildcats. So here we go, 1st and 10 for the Bobcats. Their first possession here of the second half. They're going to have the ball at their own 17-yard line. Quarterback Gano in the backfield with him is going to be Benavides, and they're going to hand the ball off to Benavides. He's trying to find some running room, but there ain't much, as that has been the call all night long.
Yeah. Number 21, Mr. Longoria, right on the play right there. Came from outside in and got, like I said, you got to tackle that kid. He's a big kid. You want to tackle him up high and stuff. You want a good form tackle on him, and you better put your hands around this guy, because he's got to run. When he gets ahead of steam up, he's a good running back. So great job by Joel Longoria there on that tackle.
2 yards on that play. That'll bring up a 2nd down and 8. Gano, the quarterback. Play action. He's going to keep it, run off to his left, and he's going to get across the 20 to about the 21, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down and 6 for the Bobcats. Not
much going there. Robert Betta and Freddie Cardenas both filled the hole really well there, and they picked up maybe a yard. So now we got 3rd and about 6, 3rd and 7. Advantage to the defense. But, hey, we got to have a big play right here. We get a big play here, get the ball back, continue to establish what we're doing offensively, run more time off this clock.
They're going to send 2 receivers to the top of your screen, 1 to the bottom, Benavides in the backfield with Gurus. They're going to send Adrian Garza in motion. A little bit of confusion, and Gano's going to have to hang on to the ball, and he is going to be met hard by a couple of Wildcats, but we've got a flag on the play.
Yeah, it all starts there with number 45. Just a tremendous job there, by Emmanuel Godinez. Godinez did a tremendous job coming up there and stopping it. So that right there is against the defense, I'm sure, against the offense, so I'm sure the Wildcats are going to decline that.
They did.
Bring up a big 4th down now.
Yeah, they just did. They declined that one, so it'll force a 4th down and 6 for the Bobcats. And just like they started the first half, 3 and out, the Wildcats have just duplicated that same formation for the Bobcats and forcing them into that punt formation that we've seen quite a few times here tonight. So they're going to send on Raymond Quintanilla to punt, and back deep is going to be Ramsey Vasquez. He's going to be lined up at his own 40-yard line. Good snap. Punt is away, but it's out of the direction of Ramsey Vasquez. And again, you have to think that they do not want to let Ramsey touch the ball, and so they're forcing the punts and the kicks to go out of bounds, and this one was shanked out to the right, to the left, I'm sorry, and that one went out at the 45. So the Wildcats with excellent field position, ball at the Bobcat 45-yard line.
You know, every coach has a different philosophy of what they do and stuff. But you know, if I'm the Wildcat coach, Steph, I'm happy. Yeah, okay, all right, don't punt it back there. I understand that. But hey, you're going to give us the ball in the 45. I'll take it every time. You know, my chances are greater now that I have a chance to score.
Same formation. This time they got Josh Gonzalez back there in at quarterback. That lopsided. They're going to run him out to the right. He's being chased down, but they're not going to catch him. He bounces it outside to the 40, inside the 40 to about the 38-yard line. So a good pickup of 7 yards on that play.
Exactly. You know, they're giving you the same formation, but they're putting different quarterbacks, and all they're doing is putting athletes there, and they're running a Wildcat type offense right here by the Wildcats, obviously. All right, but they're putting backs there. They're putting, you know, Ramsey there, all that kind of stuff. So you see there again, they got Josh there again at the quarterback spot,
and they're blitzing the corner on the weak side of the field. This time he's going to run right behind the guard. And there's going to be some flags coming out real quick. Yeah, right that little area of either holding or if it's on the defense, it could be, you know, a face mask, but it looks like it's that old holding call. Yeah, it looks like it's on the Wildcats. The referee was pointing in the direction of the white jerseys, and you're absolutely right, Coach. It's in that area of holding, and we just heard the referee call holding, so that's going to move that one back 10 yards.
Yeah. So now you're going to see the Wildcats probably get into a little bit different look because it's second and long. Probably have the regular offense in there now. See what happens.
Second down and 13 from the 48-yard line. 5:19 to go here in the third quarter. Your Wildcats leading this one 14-0. They had a pick six in the second quarter, went into halftime with a 7-0 lead. Then they took the first drive down the field, 70 yards to score. Now they're up 14-0. Cedeno in at quarterback under center, I formation, hard count. Now he's going to change it.
They're trying to get
it's going to be a
quick
toss
play
to Josh Gonzalez. He's got some blockers.
Outside.
He's making the turn. He's inside the 40, and he's going to stretch out to about the 37-yard line. Good, tough running there from Josh Gonzalez.
Yeah, it absolutely was. You know, basically what the Wildcats were trying to do right there to get a free 5 yards back on a freeze play. And, you know, my hat's off to the Bobcats. They didn't jump off sides. So, you know, Coach Bergen audibles, and boom, there he goes, audible to a really good football play. Now it's third and short and third and manageable. Great job by Josh Gonzalez. Great job, you know, by our fullback, number 44, Cardoza. And the rest of the kids doing a good job of getting downfield blocking and a great football play.
Here goes that lopsided formation again. We got Ramsey Vasquez in at quarterback. He's going to take it right behind the center, and he's going to get to the 35-yard line. We'll see where they spot it, and if where the line judge is, it's going to be about half a yard short of the first down.
Yeah, it looks a little bit short. Again, that direct snap to Ramsey right there. You know, he had to cut it back because they had some penetration right there by their defensive tackle, number 55. You know, he did a good job of, you know, getting upfield and, you know, making Ramsey have to cut it back. Only picked up a couple yards. But, again, it's fourth and short. This is where you got to go. It's where offensively, hey, you got to make a big play.
Ramsey under center. And Coach Burgett is going to call a timeout with 4:12 to go here in the third quarter. 4th and 1. This is the second possession of the half for the Wildcats. And, of course, Burgett wants to make sure that they've got the right call in there because they want to keep this drive alive. They want to keep that pedal to the metal, and they want to take this series down to the end zone again.
Absolutely. This is a big series right here because, you know, right here, if we can convert this fourth down right now and keep the ball moving. Obviously, it takes time off the clock. It continues to wear down the defense, all right? And if we can put some points on the board, that's just a plus. If we can go up, you know, another 7 points right now or at least 3 points, you're talking about 3 possessions that they have to score on, you know, and that's tough to do, especially with right now the third quarter is, you know, there's about 4 minutes left in the third quarter. We'll be going in the fourth quarter here before you know it. So big, like you said, great time to call a timeout, get everything ready to go, and let's pick up a big first down.
Yeah, you know, we saw them use timeouts early on in the first half, and it worked for them. And so, again, like you mentioned earlier, Coach, you don't take them home with you, so you might as well use them and use them in crucial situations such as a 4th and less than a yard.
Absolutely.
So here come the Wildcats back onto the field. They're going to have a power I formation. They're going to have Carrasco, Cardosa, and Ramsey in the backfield. Antonio under center, toss to Ramsey to the right. He's got some blockers, 35, and he's going to hurdle a guy down to the 32-yard line, and that's going to be another Wildcat first down.
Absolutely, great job. If you saw defense, they were really stacked hard inside. Again, you know, they're doing a good job of obviously up in the press box, sending it down to the offensive coaches, because they can see that, you know, we got a great crease outside just by what we had to do, and it's a great call and a great run by Ramsey.
We are now 3:52 to go here in the third quarter. 1st and 10 for your Wildcats. Ball is at the Bobcat 32-yard line. Quarterback is going to be Josh Gonzalez. Now they're going to with the lopside to the left, and he's going to run out here to the left inside the tackle, and he's going to put his head down, get down inside the 30 to about the 28, 29-yard line. We'll see where they spot it.
Exactly. Going to pick up about, you know, every time in a football play, if you can pick up 3 to 4 yards, you know, 3 to 4 yards, 3 to 4, oh, first down. And that's what you want to do right now. It takes time off the clock, and you just keep wearing down the defense. And you can see kids are already having their hands on their sides and stuff. They've been on the field for quite a while. All right, and that's tough for them to, you know, to play. And good job by our offense.
Ramsey in at quarterback. He's going to take it out to the right, and he's going to run right behind his right tackle inside the 25 to the 24-yard line, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down and 3.
Yeah, great nifty running there, you know, by Ramsey, but a tremendous job up front by our offensive line with, you know, Mr. Posadas and, you know, and these guys, Alexis, and these guys are doing a great job up front of blocking. You know, just I can't say enough about the offensive line and what they're doing right now, because this second half, it's in the trenches. It's O-line time, okay? And they're starting to flex their muscle. We're starting to see red shirts moving backwards. So that's a tremendous sign to see.
So here we go. Under center is Cedeno. He's going to hand it off to Gonzalez. Gonzalez is hit at the line of scrimmage, but he's going to keep his feet moving, and he's going to just probably get a yard on that play, and this will bring up a 4th down and 2.
Yeah, they did a good job of stacking it up right there. All right, number 40 for the Bobcats came in and made a big stop on Josh. But again, another big 4th down. You know, what are we going to do here? Looks like we're probably going to obviously go for it. I don't think we're going to try to kick another field goal in this situation, because we need to keep the ball.
The Wildcat fans chanting out, go. Gio Guerra in at tailback. Cedeno under center, 4th down. Cedeno quarterback sneak. He's going to pile forward, and he's going to get to about the 21-yard line, and if that's where the spot is, that's going to be a 1st down for the Wildcats.
Yeah, great job by our center.
And the referee just signaled 1st down, and you can hear the roar of the Wildcat faithful as they are excited about their Wildcats. We are down to 1:35 to go here in the third quarter. Your Wildcats leading 14-0, and they are methodically moving the ball down the field once again.
Absolutely, like I've just been saying the last couple of series, that's an offensive line 1st down. Tremendous job up front. Starts with our center, Alexis Gill.
Cedeno toss to Gio. Gio looking for some room on the outside. Going to cut it up. Makes a spin move inside the 20 to the 19-yard line. Good tough running there by Gio.
Yeah, great job by Gio. He knows that when he got outside, our kick-out block, they came back inside off of it. All right, he had to bounce it, and then he came back inside, did a spin move, and, you know, picked up a couple yards.
Coach, you've been talking and raving about this offensive line, so I'm going to call out their names. Brian Trevino, Steely Munoz, Orlando Cabrera, Alexis Gil, and Pedro Posadas. They don't get their name mentioned enough, and we want to make sure that we get their names called out here tonight.
Absolutely. You know, exactly. You know, obviously I guess I have a little bit of love for that position. I coached it many years, so tremendous job up front.
Ramsey taking the snap, running out to the left. He's going to turn the corner. Now he's going to bounce it outside. 20, 10, 5. He's going to leap to the end zone, but he's going to be 1 yard short. Ramsey Vasquez, when he has the ball in his hands, he makes things happen. He is exciting.
He's electrifying. I guarantee you, man, that young man right there, he outran the whole defense. He was not to be denied. And, you know, even the last seconds, just stretching out, trying to do it. That right there is an unselfish, great football player. And he's a true Wildcat.
It looked like he wanted to turn it up the field, but then he saw outside, and he bounced it back outside, and then it became a foot race, and he almost won that one. So it's 1st and goal for your Wildcats at the 1-yard line. 24 seconds to go here in the 3rd quarter. We've got the whistles blowing rather quickly, and that's because Coach Brigette is going to call a timeout. So we've got 22 seconds on the clock here in the 3rd quarter. The Wildcats leading 14-0, and they've got the ball at the 1-yard line, 1st down and goal.
Man, you can't ask for a better position right now for the Wildcats to be in. You know, obviously Coach saw something. You want to call timeout. He's going to get it adjusted, see what we need to do. Hope we get some points right here, get on the board, go up 21-0. Going into the 4th quarter, wow, that's a big plus for the Wildcats.
Yeah, and again, you know, you call these timeouts at the time you think you need them most. And this is a great time to call it because you want to make sure that you've got the right personnel in, that you've got the right play called, because nothing is bigger than going up 3 scores heading into the 4th quarter.
Absolutely.
Especially at this point of the ball game, right where you are at right now.
Exactly. So, you know, and that's, you know, going up 21-0 or right now in this juncture of the football game, that is just going to fuel our defense even more. All right, so if I'm playing defense, I see what our offense is doing. Wow. You know, I want to go out there and, hey, I want to get that shutout.
Think about this, Coach. The Bobcats have had the ball once here in the 3rd quarter, and it was 3 and out.
Yeah.
The Wildcats have been on the field all this time. Ramsey takes a direct snap, and he's in for a touchdown. That is his 2nd touchdown of the night. Ramsey with a 1-yard TD carry. And now the Wildcats are up 20-0 pending the point after.
Absolutely. You know, he's running, and look where he goes, right behind big number 76, Mr. Posadas. You know, Pedro Posadas, what a tremendous job of getting that push. And Ramsey just airborne into the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats.
Garza on to attempt the point after. Nico Mendoza is the holder. Good snap, good hold. Kick is up, and the kick is plenty good. So with 20 seconds to go here in the 3rd quarter, it is now your Wildcats 21, the Bobcats 0. What a night for the Bobcats.
Oh, yeah, just exciting, you know, exciting night for our Wildcats. How hard they're playing. They've come out in the 2nd half and said, hey, you know, we're going to go at this. All right, and we're going to play hard, and we're going to play Wildcat football. I'm sure those are the things that Coach Burgett told him at halftime. It got to the kids' ears, and these kids respond to this coaching staff. Our coaching staff does a tremendous job with our kids at Weslaco East. All right, and getting them ready, getting them prepared during the week, but making those adjustments at halftime, and it shows because they're strong in the 2nd half. They have been all year long.
A couple of weeks ago after the Harlingen game, I got a chance to talk to Coach Brigette. Coach Brigette was kind of down on the Wildcat faithful for kind of talking about this Wildcat team and not really producing offensively. But ever since the end of the Harlingen game, 7 quarters of play have happened, and they've put up 77 points.
Oh, yeah. Here they come. You know, again, young on that side of the ball. Those kids had to grow up, you know, and they have. And you can see that. Each game, they're just getting a little bit better, a little bit better, a little bit better. Obviously, they're playing a better football team tonight, an undefeated football team tonight. All right, and here they go. As you can see, the Wildcats, they're starting to get after it.
Garza kicks it off, and it's in the direction of Garza. Garza's going to take it at the 7. He's going to run out of bounds at about the 17-yard line.
Yeah, great job again, coverage by our kickoff team. All right, and obviously forcing the returner to have to run out of bounds.
Heartbreak Fitness is watching live on YouTube, and they commented a little while ago right before the touchdown. I guess they are able to predict the play. They said maybe they should give it to number 4 again. Yeah. And they did just that, of course, and Ramsey takes it in for the touchdown. So we've got 18 seconds to go here in the 3rd quarter. The Bobcats with the football at their own 19-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Bobcats. Garza, the quarterback, having a hard time with the snap, and he's going to pick it up, and he's going to get back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. And the clock is going to run down to zeros here in just about 7 seconds, and we're going to change sides and head to the 4th quarter.
At Weslaco ISD, our elementary schools are diving into new and inventive methods of learning that are transforming lives one mind at a time. Our innovative learning practices have earned our elementary schools numerous TEA distinction designations for their academic programs. Now with open enrollment, WISD, academics, arts, and athletics. For families everywhere, Weslaco ISD elementary schools are the right choice.
So we are just about to start the fourth quarter. The Bobcats with the football, 2nd down and 9. Ball at their own 20-yard line. The quarterback, Eric Gano, with Benavides in the backfield. They're going to send 3 receivers to the bottom of your screen. They're going to hand it off to Benavides. Benavides tiptoeing his way through the line, and he's going to pick up maybe 2 yards on that play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down and 7.
Yeah, great big tackle by big number 72, Isaias Martinez on the tackle. Man, that I tell you what, you have a kid that size, playing in the middle, playing your nose position, all right, and he's able to get off blocks, and he gets to the play. I've seen this kid run up and down the line. What a very athletic kid for being such a big boy.
They're going to bring out that same formation, 3 receivers to the bottom of your screen, 1 to the top. They're going to fake the handoff to Benavides, and Cruz is going to keep it, and he's going to be able to break a few tackles, and he's going to get across to about the 33-yard line, and that's going to be a Bobcat 1st down.
Yeah, they did a little zone read inside. Quarterback kept it, all right, found a little crease, you know, and you made a good run.
So 1st down for the Bobcats. This time they're going to send 2 receivers at the top of your screen. They're going to have 1 in the slot. Benavides in the backfield. They're going to hand the ball off to Benavides. Benavides is going to be able to get through the front line, but it's going to be dropped at about the 37-yard line. Going to pick up 4, maybe 5 on that play.
Yeah, picked up about 4 yards right there. You know, defense came up, made a big stop. Freddie Cardenas right there on the play. Robert Vedder right there on the play. Just a tremendous job up front, and you know, from our linebacker position.
Same formation for the Bobcats. They're going to hand it off to Benavides. He's going to cut back, and he's going to get across the 40 to the 41-yard line, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. It's short, 3rd down and maybe 1.
Yeah, he did. You know, he did a good job of cutting it back. All right, but we still can't. You know, our kids still did a good job of coming up, you know, and making a big stop.
3rd down and 1 from their own 42-yard line. Cruz takes the snap. It's going to be a quarterback draw, and he's going to get to the line of scrimmage, and he's going to be denied the 1st down, so that's going to bring up 4th and 1. So a big decision for the Bobcats here. Coach J.J. Leja is going to have a big call to make, and it looks like they're going to send out their punt unit.
It sure does look like it, but wow, what a great job up front with our defense. You know, start with Jacob Bonda. He came off his block, came inside, and made a huge stop on the quarterback. Great job up front.
So they're going to send in Raymond Quintanilla to punt. Ramsey Vasquez back deep at his own 20-yard line, going to be looking to return this one. This time they do punt it in his direction. It's going to be short. He's going to field it on 1 hop at the 16, looking for some blockers. He's going to bounce it out to the left, but they're going to bring him down quickly at the 25-yard line.
Yeah, he didn't have much running room there. You know, he takes it. He looked like he was going to try to bounce it right, but he came back the other side, and you know, they were in their lanes and did a good job of stopping Ramsey on that play.
So 9 yards on that return. So they're going to give the Wildcats offense the ball at their own 25-yard line. 9:28 to go in the ball game. Your Wildcats up 21-0.
Yeah, we need another one of those long, methodical drives right now. You know, and that's what you look for. We can get about 6 to 7 more minutes off the clock right now. That'd be huge for our team.
So here we go. Josh Gonzalez lined in at quarterback. He's going to take it and run out to his left side, and he's going to get across the 25 to about the 27-yard line, but we've got a few flags on that play.
Yeah, anytime you have a fast flag like that, you're probably going to have another holding call here. So here we go. Now we got 1st and 20. All right, so, you know, that's not what you want, but, you know, you could call holding on every play. You know, being an offensive line coach, I guess I'm a little bit biased on that situation, but that's what's going to happen. You know, when kids, you know, they want to keep their hands inside, but sometimes it slips outside and it happens.
So 1st down and 20. Ball is at the 15-yard line. Clock is ticking. 9:13 to go here in the ball game. Same formation for your Wildcats. Josh Gonzalez back in at quarterback. They've got everyone in the box, the Bobcats do, and he's going to get across to about the 17-yard line, so that's going to be about a 2-yard pickup for Gonzalez.
Again, you know, the Wildcats are just set up in this formation. They're running the Wildcat formation, direct snap to the quarterback, and, you know, he's trying to find a hole and, you know, trying to get some yardage. So, and he's real close, all right? You know, that's one play. They got the safeties up. They got everybody rolled up. You never know. You know, when they start creeping up right there, there's things you can do to exploit the defense.
So here we go, 2nd down and 18, ball at the 17-yard line. Gonzalez still in at quarterback. Down at the bottom of your screen is Daniel Posadas. They're going to roll everybody out to the left, and Gonzalez is going to try to make it around the corner, but he just can't get out there, and he's going to pick up about a yard on that play.
Yeah, if you look at the start right there, the Bobcats have 11 guys in the box. I mean, 11. There's not a deep safety. They're all rolled up. They see the direct snap or the toss. Here they go. They're screaming outside, so we weren't able to get much going there. Now we got 3rd and long again. Let's see what we do.
So 3rd down and 17, ball is at the 18-yard line. Gio in at quarterback. They've got that lopsided formation to the right. Gio will take it. He's going to run right behind the lopsided formation. Going to get across to about the 20-yard line, and that's going to be a late hit charge to the Bobcats.
Yeah, and that's
they
gonna be
were
an
already
automatic.
down. The whistle had already blown, and a gentleman jumped up on top of that pile.
Exactly. That's going to be a free one for the Wildcats. I love that because now that's going to be a 15 yards, automatic 1st down.
Yeah, everyone saw that one because as soon as that happened and as soon as the whistle and the flag came out, the crowd was already yelling because they saw it. So that's going to bring up an automatic 1st down for the Wildcats, and it's going to move the ball all the way out to the 36-yard line. But more importantly, they get a fresh set of downs, and the ball is, I mean, the clock is now at 7:35 and ticking.
It's still ticking.
Cedeno, the quarterback. The toss is to Gio. Gio can't get to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, they're, you know, outside linebacker scraped really well, number 58, all right, and made a big play right there. So, you know, we had a guy blocking on him, but he shed underneath it, grabbed Gio's jersey, and, you know, we didn't get much out of the toss.
Yeah, they lost 2 yards, so that's going to bring up a 2nd down and 12. Wildcats with the football at their own 34-yard line. We are now at 7 minutes to go in the ball game, and it is your Wildcats 21, the Bobcats 0. Cedeno under center, Carrasco and Gio in the backfield, but they're going to hand it off to Cardosa, and Cardosa has some running room on the left side of the line, gets to about the 41-yard line, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down and 4.
Yeah, exactly. We ran a little fullback inside zone with our fullback that time. We saw a crease. Cardosa did a good job of seeing it, break it back inside, and picked up some great yardage right there. Now it's 3rd and about 5, 3rd and about 6. All right, a little bit more manageable than it was when it was 2nd and 11.
Yeah, they're going to say 5 yards because the line to gain is the 41, and it's at the 36-yard line. So same formation. Cedeno under center. And the Bobcats jumped.
Exactly. We ran the freeze plays right there. Now we're going to get a free 5 yards. We'll see how close it is because all the red shirts are on the side of the Wildcats. So great call right there. Great freeze call. Let's see what happens. Awesome.
And you can see 58 making his plea. He was saying, wait a minute, that guy moved. He was pointing at.
Exactly.
But nonetheless, it is against the Bobcats, 5 yards, and that's going to move the chains. Ball is going to be spotted at the 46-yard line. 1st and 10 for your Wildcats. 6:14 in the ball game, and as soon as the referee blows the whistle, that clock is going to start ticking again.
Another minute each play. I mean, it's there you go. 6 football plays. The game's almost over.
Deep back is going to be Russell Garza. And he's going to just pile his way forward for about a 3-yard gain. They've got their heavy set in there right now. They've got Cardosa, they've got Carrasco, and now they've got Russell Garza back there in the backfield.
Exactly. They got the heavy set in right there, and they also got tackled over to that look right now. So you can see it that, hey, and it's not, you're not saying anything to nobody. They know what's coming at them. Hey, but you got to stop it.
Yeah, you've got to stop it. That's the big thing. And Cardosa this time off the left side, the play that we ran just about 2 plays ago, and he's going to bring that across midfield to the 47-yard line, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down and 4.
Doing a really good job of cross keying right here, and getting the cross look and giving it back to Cardosa to the inside, and we're getting a little crease right there. Because now it's making, that little misdirection stuff's making their linebackers take that first step, and they're coming back inside. So now we're getting a good crease inside.
Yeah, I want to thank all the people watching live on YouTube right now. Robert Garcia, watching out of Houston, Texas. Thank you guys for watching on YouTube and here on K-West. Power I formation, got us to the running back again, and he's going to get inside the 45 to the 44, and that looks like that's going to be enough for another Wildcat first down. But now we've got a flag coming in late.
Yeah, we got a flag coming in late right here. Looks like another unsportsmanlike type conduct play. So let's see what happens. We did get looks like we got enough for the first down right now, but let's see who they're calling this on, because I got one of the Wildcats said, no, coach, it's them, and they're saying, no, it's them. So let's see what they do.
Because it's never me.
Exactly. So let's see what happens.
Yeah, they're discussing it on the field, and we'll see what they call. But coach, from where we're at, it does look like Russell did run or pick up enough yardage for a first down.
Exactly.
So we'll wait for them to sort all that out. So here's the referee.
So they both get a warning right there. You got unsportsmanlike conduct on both sides, or for both kids. So, they changed the rule a little bit. Now that's your first warning. All right, you can't get 2 of them in the game. So that's your first warning for that kid, on an unsportsmanlike conduct. But, hey, the good thing is it's first down Wildcats, and the clock is ticking.
So here we go, first down, and they're going to hand the ball off to Cardosa on that same exact play. And he's going to get it out to the 41-yard line, 3 yards. And the clock continues to move.
Yeah, really good job up front. Again, tremendous block there by number 11.
Number 11 for your Wildcats is going to be Juan Rubio.
Yeah, I just saw him stay on his block, and he drove that Bobcat about 5 yards, all right? And you see a kid just rolling, all right? That's kids up front that are really getting after it, all right? I can't.
Yeah, we were talking about the offensive line of the Wildcats, and what a great job they're doing here tonight. And we can't give them enough praise.
No.
Cardosa is coming off the field. Looks like he's got a little bit of a limp, so he might have taken a hard hit. I missed it, obviously, because we were watching the blocking, but he's off the field under his own power, and that's always good to see. And it's what we were talking about, and what we want to do, of course, is give praise to that offensive line, because they've been doing such a great job here tonight. Brian Trevino, Steely Munoz, Orlando Cabrera, Alexis Hill, and Pedro Posadas.
Yeah, absolutely good job up front. Kids, again, to play that position, you're just an unselfish kid that, hey, just wants to play football and play great for their team. Just team players.
Power I formation for your Wildcats. This time they're going to hand it off. Same play, but they're going to give it to Carrasco, and Carrasco is going to get to the 40-yard line, pickup of 1, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down and about 6.
Yeah, I obviously I can see that they're changing things up a little bit. Coming back inside to their fullback a little bit more now. And giving the ball, trying to hit something quick. Just changing it up. But again, we've already taken about 5 minutes off this clock in this 4th quarter. So hey, that's just a heck of a job. We're already down to 3:30 and counting. So tremendous job by the offense of just moving the football.
Yeah, great job. 3rd down and 6 from the 40-yard line. 3:22 to go. Josh Gonzalez, the ball carrier, and he's going to get to about the 35-yard line. And so they're going to be about a yard short, bringing up a 4th down. But more importantly, we're going to get to under 3 minutes before they even have to take the snap.
If you ever watch a football game, even from up high and stuff, you can see there, it didn't look like there was much. It didn't even look like he got 4 yards, but the push up front was just tremendous. All right, and the kids, you don't even see that. As a defender, you can't even see the running back. When offensive linemen are coming off that fast and you can push, you can make that push, you don't see the back. That's a tremendous job.
So 4th down and 1, and the Wildcats are going to go for it. Power I to the right. quarterback Cedeno is going to keep it, and he's going to get across to about the 32-yard line. And I'm sorry, it wasn't Cedeno in at quarterback. The guy that was in at quarterback was Edward Villalobos.
Yeah, good job by Edward. Good push again. You know, one of the favorite plays for the Wildcats. If you ever prepare to play these guys, you better understand how to prepare, how to stop the quarterback sneak, because they love to run it.
And they aren't afraid to do it. They may not have Richard Lefevre, but they're still going to run that quarterback sneak.
Absolutely.
Villalobos still in at quarterback, power I formation. They're going to toss it out here to the right, and they're looking for some running room, and there's not much running room, but Josh Gonzalez is going to be able to break a couple of tackles and get inside the 30 to the 28-yard line, but we've got a flag on the plate.
Yeah, it looks like, again, you're going to call another holding this time. Again, now we got to overcome another 10 yards, but that's okay. You know, we're down to 2 minutes left in the football game. We're up 21-0. All right, we're continue to do what you need to do. You know, we may not even get points on this series. All right, but it is a huge series for our kids and for our football team, because we are controlling the game. We're controlling the clock. All right, and that's what you want to see right now.
Right now, they don't have to take the snap until the clock gets down to about 1:40. So you know they're going to be taking their time. Wildcats getting out to the line of scrimmage. It looks like, no, they're going to be in a power I, but more like a victory formation because it's first down. No, they're going to hand it off to the running back, and that's going to be Andy Delgado, a guy that rushed for about 90 yards last week and 2 TDs.
Yeah, good job by Delgado. You know, hit the hole, spin, and got some positive yardage. Again, the clock is ticking. 3 timeouts.
Yeah, they got three timeouts left. The Bobcats do, but it's a 3-possession ball game, so there's no need to stop the clock anymore. You know, they hung on to him the first half. They hung on to him this half as well. So now we are in the victory formation, and they can let this clock go down to 60 seconds before they actually have to take the snap. And they're going to go ahead and take the snap with 1:05, and they're going to take a knee. Villalobos is going to take a knee, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. And now this last play doesn't have to be taken until about the 20-second mark.
Yeah, exactly. So, you know, just a great second half, you know, by the Wildcats. Actually, you know, a great game all together. Our defense has played lights out tonight. Our offense, again, has grown more and more. And all that's going to pay dividends because there's some big games ahead. All right, I know next week they're off. All right, they're going to watch this film closely, see some things that are happening. All right, correct some of that kind of stuff, and be ready for Edinburg North, you know, 2 weeks from now.
Yeah, you're right, Coach. They got a week off, and you've got a couple of players banged up, but nothing major. And then they've got Edinburg North in 2 weeks at home. And the 15 seconds left on the clock before we can officially say that this one is over, but the Wildcats and the Bobcats are lining up to go shake hands in the middle of the field. We've got 5 seconds to go before it is officially over, and now the clock has reached 0, and the final score from Edinburg, Texas, Robert Flores Stadium, it is your Wildcats 21, the Bobcats 0. We want to thank our K-West crew that was out here filming tonight, Mike Palacios, Don Ramirez, Vinny Berry, and Val Zamora. We want to thank the Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Priscilla Canales, the Principal of Weslaco East High School, Dr. David Gamboa, the Athletic Director for Weslaco Independent School District, Oscar Riojas, the Athletic Coordinator, and the Head Coach for Weslaco East is Michael Burgett. Thank them for all that they do and putting these K-West productions together and allowing you guys to enjoy Wildcat football live here tonight from Robert Flores Stadium in Edinburg.
And a big shout out tonight to the Wildcat fans. Boy, they all came out. We had a great group of fans come over from Weslaco, and they came out and watched a tremendous football game. And a great shout out to these fans because, hey, you know, hey, your support for these kids is tremendous. And, hey, thank you, Weslaco East fans. Good job tonight, guys.
Once again, the final score, your Weslaco East Wildcats 21, the Edinburg Bobcats 0 for K-West and everyone watching. Guys, good night. God bless. We'll see you guys in 2 weeks from Bobby Lackey Stadium as your Wildcats take on the Edinburg North Cougars.